Hello, beautiful divine being. Thank you for choosing you. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for coming to play here with us today, because there is a message here for you. You wouldn't have clicked on this video wouldn't have found you. You wouldn't have seen it. If there was nothing in it for you, it would not have even crossed your peripheral. So thank you for following the call. If it feels good to you, please ground yourself in this now, taking full breaths, breathing fully into your heart space, holding for a moment before fully surrendering on each exhale, opening to receive on each inhale, surrendering and softening to hear that which you do not know you need. Okay, I'm told one more. Very, very interesting energy carrot. One more. There we go. Two of Pentacles at the bottom. A time of choices, which every now is. Let's pick up these cards at the bottom. Okay, so I have three face-up cards, which would be the Six of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Seven of Swords. And I am going to pull these bottom cards to get a clearer picture. Okay, we have the Justice, the Six of Wands, the King of Swords, the Tower. Okay, I'm going to read these in the groups that they sort of fell in, because that's how I'm being called to do this. So in this energy of choice, there seems to be some hesitation, right? With the Three of Wands, there is a hesitation of stepping onto the stage. And with the Seven of Swords, there is also, it's like, it's not so much that you fear stepping onto the stage. There is something in the mind space that is, I don't know, pulling you into old ways of seeing yourself, old ways of being in the world. With the Seven of Swords, it's not so much that he's on the attack. Maybe on the defensive would be closer, but there is a apprehension, right? There is an energy of apprehension, of anticipation, and not necessarily good, not necessarily bad, but leaning towards the bad, right? There is this expectation of the other shoe to drop. It's very much the energy that I'm getting here with the Seven of Swords. We also have the Six of Swords, right? Which tells us that there are opportunities being presented to you at this time, and in every now, for you to choose to be the being that you know that you are. Okay, there is something, and this is funny, I actually recorded an entirely different video for this collective, and it kept getting disrupted. So I followed the guidance and I sat down to record again, and I now know why. For some of you, there is an old wound from that you are aware of, right? It is something not unknown to you, this trauma, this trigger, this pit of darkness. Those are the words that are coming through, right? There is something. For some of you, I'm actually getting it's really, really hidden. I'm getting it's in like a dark box with a dark lock and like wrapped in dark shadow. Okay, so for some of you, this trauma that is coming up for healing, right? We see that with this Tower card, with the Justice card and the King of Swords. This is not a test. This thing that is going to come up, or these things, but they are of the greatest importance. It's like you are running, I don't know, 5K, and these are the last 500 meters, and you're seeing each 100-meter mark counting down to the finish line. Don't know why they're giving me 5, but if that is relevant to you, then then take it for what it meant for you. But there is this countdown of things that you have to pass through to get to the finish line. And these things, with this Justice card, I'm going to pull a clarifier or two here, are really going to test you. Meaning it is going to make you look within this well, because it is a well of authenticity. Your well of authenticity has been shrouded in darkness, I'm being told, has been wrapped, hidden, suppressed by you. Maybe through substances, maybe through distraction, maybe through TV, maybe through just pure refusal to see or acknowledge 555. But this is what is shifting out. So with this Justice card, you are going to be called to look within, or you already have. There's going to be support. It is going to be, okay, before I take this Eight of Swords, I'm just going to make sure that it is definitely that. There we go. Okay, let's see. So lots coming through here. Okay. Do you remember that other reading I was speaking about? These are the exact card combinations for that reading. The answer or the guidance here, it seems, regardless of what your situation is, what challenges you are facing, is the same. If you are new here to this message, to this channel, then this card may come as a surprise, in the sense that it will be that confirmation you are ready to step out on stage. The stage is calling your name. Source is holding out its hand. Source is ready to co-create and play with you. And this magic, right? Because this is so much about you stepping up, you patiently stepping up to the playing field, are the words that are coming through. And this justice seems to be, I want to say, twinged. Sorry, just a moment. Twinged with darkness, which is so funny because, okay, so I have my little one sleeping. I'm not going to let you see too much. I feel like that's a bit of an exposure, but there is a way to actually turn the camera off. And as I was talking about this thing shrouded in darkness, the camera went off. I heard the click and her room went dark. So there is this coming out of darkness. Okay, this magic, this inspiration, this element, this catalyst. This is also not a new concept, a new message for this reading, this catalyst. But there is something. This catalyst is, for me, is confirmed with this Eight of Wands. And I see you at the center of all these wands, like being sparked to life, awakening, truly awakening. The neurons coming online, the heart like jumping. It's almost like the heart skipping a beat to like fully step up, like, oh, I missed that. There is this moment is what I'm feeling for you, this clear knowing. That's the best way I can describe it. This clear knowing that is coming in for you the more you trust you. Okay? Because only you can change your material world. Only you. There is nobody else doing it for you. There is, with the Three of Pentacles, there is obviously an indication that there is massive support from the 3D world, like physical people or beings or things occurring in the actual physical world. But I'm also getting very much the supernatural world, the angelic world, Source, Gaia, the magical world, the world that you belong to, the world that you are part of, the world that you are remembering that you are not separate from. Right? You are not separate from the magic. The magic is you. You are the magic. And the stage is ready for you. And it is very much a choice of the twos. And a conquering of the mind space. Okay. I'm going to pull a clarifier. Actually, I'm going to pull a clarifier. I'm just going to see what else wants to come through, because we have both kings. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the King of Swords. We have this mastery, saying this at 11. We have this mastery, this mental mastery that ripples into the material world, right? We also have the Queen of Pentacles, showing us that her patience, her perseverance, her inner knowing, her inner trust, her inner guidance, her inner compass, and her, I'm meaning you, you've followed through, right? You make it to it all coming in. But there is an element of patience and trust, and very much this stepping up. They are emphasizing stepping. They're showing me soldiers walking, like the marching band, right, to the drum. And then they're showing, so maybe not soldiers is the right word, but people in uniform. And then there's this one little figure that's just suddenly like hits his drum differently and steps out, and literally steps out of the I don't know if cluster is the right word, but this organized order of soldiers beating to a specific beat. 11:11. This is you finding your own beat. There is, like I said, the skipping of a beat, the something, and with this beat you don't miss a beat. When this catalyst comes in, whatever it is, person, place, thing, realization, whatever it is, when it comes through, it truly does shift everything for you. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through, if there is anything else. The Wheel. Okay, anything else? The Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Eight of Swords at the bottom. Your liberation, and they're giving me restoration. Huge chills on the restoration, so that's going to be significant for some of you. Okay, and it's not necessarily like the restoration of a house. I feel like you have been rebuilding, reforging yourself, almost in what you feel may have been a battle. Maybe that's why those the marching band sort of appeared as soldiers initially. This has felt like a war for you, for many of you. A battle of wits, a battle of mind, a battle of everything, right? And the only person that you've truly been fighting throughout all of this has been yourself, and that is what you have woken up to. That is where this alchemy is coming in with this King of Swords, right? This true liberation. Like, you perfectly designed this experience, this waking up process, the things that would trigger you into knowing, into being, into the being that you are, not the being that you thought you were, right? That others believed you into being. This is very much about following the call of you, like you left the breadcrumbs. So I imagine that there are going to be lots of synchronicities coming in for you, but everything with this Wheel and this Eight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, like Hansel and Gretel, you are leading your way out. And it's not even so much out, it's like you're walking into freedom. You're walking into freedom. You're going within to find the freedom that has always been there. Anything else for this collective? This energy is, there are no words for it. It's the calm before the storm, right? You being the storm, a storm being a beautiful thing, like something that is coming in. You are a force to be reckoned with. You are a force to be reckoned with. And when I say coming in, the Nine of Cups for me, one of the happiest cards in the tarot, 1414, as I say this, the bliss before bliss. If this message has found you, it's because right now I feel your struggle, the last steps of your journey. Beautiful birds flying past as I say that. And you have made it through. You have made it through. Somebody needed to hear that. Thank you, beautiful divine beings, for co-creating this message with me. Thank you for your light. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your trust, your bravery. Thank you for you. Have a beautiful now. Bye-bye.